It's a great start. They create a melee over the left-hand side here, and there's always space over the other side. So Sarr hits a good pass there to Pedro Porro. You watch him stutter his run here. He gets in behind Kulusevski, overlap. Fantastic run, wonderful pass, and an even better run there from Brennan Johnson to get across everyone and toe poke it. You look here, we're not sure if he means that, to leave that, Pedro Porro. We're giving the benefit of the doubt. But look at the overlap there and the run from Johnson there to get across, Paul.
Yeah, look, I think Porro sees the defender coming and thinks I'm not having any of that. But after that, it was brilliant. The timing of the run from Porro, the playing him in by Kulusevski, and then again the timing from Brennan Johnson was brilliant.
It was well worked by Spurs in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was the only time possibly they threatened in the first half. You know, Wolves got grips of it after that, but you know they look a threat, don't they? Look so pacey, you know, and they've got the quality on the right-hand side with Kulusevski. He slows the game up. He's got Pedro Porro timing his runs in behind, you know, on the overlap. And Son's always going to be a threat along with the pace of Brennan Johnson. So always going to have that counter effect. But they're going to need to score again to win this game, I think.
Spurs' fastest goal under Ange Postecoglou. What did you make of Wolves' response to falling behind?
Yeah, I thought they were all right. I thought they lacked quality. I think they got into some really good areas. Switches of play were on quite a lot. I just think in that final third, when you needed that bit of quality, a nice pass, a nice finish, it was just missing from Wolves today.
But there is definite space, isn't there, for them to attack?
As we said, yeah, look, they're playing that high line again. Wolves have got to be better, you know, when you've got time on the ball, can you play it into the forward, get a midfield runner running through from deep? That's what beats a high line. And like you say, they're getting into these areas and it's not quite been good enough. The play's been okay to get up to there, and I think eventually something will come off for them, but it really has to be better. This is probably the best bit of play. The left-back, I think, has been a real threat for Wolves. He's been the one who's been going forward, taking the attack to Tottenham. And can he square it? No, probably does the right thing. Probably takes a little bit too long, delays it a little bit too long, gives the defender a chance. And again, he flies past Bazuma. I'm not sure you'd want your central midfield player to be beaten that easy. But again, it's just that lack of quality in that last bit that's letting them down.
They're missing Neto desperately. Yeah. You know, I know Tottenham are missing players also, but you know, when they broke, they looked like they've lacked real quality in the final third. That's the best effort. Vicario makes a great save. He's been doing it all season. It's been an outstanding signing for Tottenham. He's got a head scratcher there, Gary O'Neill, because this is for the win in this game, but they need to make some changes.
The one thing you do notice is how quick the home crowd are to get on the back of the match officials whenever they feel a decision has been, you know, going against them. They've seen a few VAR high-profile calls go against them as well. Højbjerg went down. Now, if it wasn't a foul, should he have been booked for simulation here?
Absolutely, but it looked like a foul for us. You know, when watching it in real time, it looks like a clear foul there. But I think you will see from the replay, he tries to con the referee. There's absolutely no contact whatsoever. It's a shame you can't go back in VAR, can't go and look at that and give him a red card. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see that in the game. You know, he's tried to cheat.
OK. Mario Lemina celebrating a 97th minute winner for Wolves in what was a dramatic win over Tottenham at Molineaux to deny Spurs top spots in the table. Gary O'Neill celebrating after being, of course, frustrated by a couple of VAR decisions in recent weeks. And you just look back at the pressure that Wolves had applied on Spurs over the 90 minutes. Could you argue they were well worthy of the 3 points in the end, Paul?
Yeah, I think they were, yeah. Like I said before, it's difficult to go away from home, especially with the injuries they had to the big players, really. But I thought Wolves were worthy of it. I don't think quality-wise it was good enough until Sarabia came on, and I think Sarabia totally changed the game with two bits of brilliance, which has eventually won them the game.
It's been good. Emerson at times in stepping up the pitch.
Cunha and Sarabia! The way to make an entrance just 3 minutes after coming on. Sarabia and Lemina has won it for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tottenham take a punch square to the jaw for the second time in a week.
Yeah. For so much of that game, it looked like the points were there for Spurs.
Yeah. It's fine margins, isn't it? I mean, they've conceded the two late goals, and now we're saying, you know, that the reserve players are not good enough. But even before that, you could tell there was a drop in quality from Tottenham and intensity. I think the way the manager wants to play is similar. It's just going to change somewhat because of the intensity, because of the quality and I think a lot of the players who come into the squad, especially with the high line at the back there, Davis and Eric Dyer, haven't got the pace to play out there so high. All right, they didn't get caught out many times today, but they were a little bit deeper at times and makes the midfield can't go as close. I thought the press was intense. I thought they tried to win the ball back as high as they can, but they lack quality in depth. And you'd have to say that Wolves, in the end, I thought they deserved what they got.
OK, look, we'll talk about more about Tottenham in a moment, but I'm delighted to say we can speak live now to the match winner for Wolves. Mario Lemina joins us now. Mario, many congratulations. What an ending for Wolves in that contest just now.
Thank you very much. I think we play well. We play well this second half. We conceded an early goal. It was difficult, but after the tactic was on, we did. I think we did well after that. We've been pressing them so high in the pitch, and I think the end is amazing because I think we controlled the game more than them, and we deserve this win.
Yeah, I mean, you had 17 shots to Tottenham's 6 at the end of the 90. You were asking so many questions. At one point, did you think it was going to be just one of those days?
Sorry, say again. Sorry.
Despite your domination for much of that game, did you think it was going to be one of those frustrating days for Wolves?
I was scared about. I'm not going to lie, but we really pushed hard, and the subs who came on was amazing, and we can see with the goal of Sarabia, and after the goal. We didn't drop. We still pushed on. We pushed really hard, and we scored the second one. And I think in the global of the game that we deserve the win.
Let's have a look at your goal then, Mario. What does it mean to score so late in a game like this?
I think it is amazing. It still is really amazing because the sensation, the fans. I think they deserve it because we've been pushing really hard, and they've been with us since the beginning of the game and since the beginning of the season, and I think I give the credit to them. They deserve it so much.
Yeah, you mentioned Sarabia. Pablo's goal was quite special, was it not?
Of course, it's not easy when you're not playing often. But he's been working so hard every day, and we've been talking to him. He's been talking to us, pushing us so hard, and I really think he deserved this goal. And I can tell that also the pass of Cunha is amazing. The control, the shoot, that's the goal that we want to see all the times.
2 deadly touches, right?
Yeah, incredible touches. But we know the quality of Pablo, and that's why he gave us today, and we're really happy. Congratulations to them.
And despite what's happened in terms of the frustrations with VAR, how hard has it been to keep your heads up, to know that you're still looking for that vital 3 points at the end of it?
To be honest, we feel so unlucky about the VAR, but what we can do, we just try to work hard and to get to the next game and work really hard and get the luck that we're gonna win the game without this kind of problems. But they're human beings; they can make mistake. I'm not gonna blame them so much, but of course, when it's often, it's a little bit frustrating.
And that's the perfect way to sign off for the international break.
Of course. Now we can go in the international break with a fresh mentality, fresh positive mentality, and we're really happy with that.
Thanks for joining us today. Good to talk to you, Mario.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wolves' match winner, Mario Lemina. Well, let's hear now from the losing dressing room. Here's the Spurs head coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Oh, look, it was, it's always a tough game here, and, Wolves are always going to come on strong. We probably ran out a bit of legs at the end there, which is understandable. A lot of those guys haven't played, and, they scored a couple of good goals. So, hard one for us to take, but it is what it is.
Do you think that was the cause for conceding those 2 goals at the end? Because, as you say, you changed 3 of your back 4 today. Was it just the fact that they ran out of legs towards the end, a lack of fitness, perhaps?
Not a lack of fitness, a lack of match conditioning, but no, not just that. But I think that obviously played a part. But at the same time, Wolves, obviously, like I said, here at home are tough to beat, and they came at us and they scored a couple of good goals.
What about the opportunities that your team created today?
Yeah, we had a few. I thought we could have been a bit more positive in the first half. I thought we had some good opportunities to create some good chances, and scoring early. We kind of sort of played a little bit conservatively, but second half we had a couple of decent opportunities that we could have taken.
How things changed so quickly from 10 unbeaten to 2 defeats on the spin, Tim?
Yeah, disappointing. And as I said, it's not going to get any easier. Aston Villa's going to be a huge game of football now at home.
And no Ian Basuma for that one.
No Basuma either. No Romero. No
Maddison.
Mickey van der Ven. Maddison. No End and Doggy. They're all going to be missing. So they're going to have to dip into the reserves. And as we see today, they lack a little bit of match sharpness, as Ange put it there, and certainly a bit of quality. But everyone has injuries. You can't rely on just 11, 12 players in your squad. You're going to need to dip in, especially around this time of year when the games come thick and fast. And they picked up injuries like every other team has, and they've not been able to cope on the evidence of today. Now, like I say, it's fine margins. They could have held on for the last 6 minutes of injury time and won that football match. I said at half-time, just get over the line. Just find a way to get over the line. Just nick 3 points here, because it wasn't great. Didn't play well. The first goal was brilliant. Got off to a fantastic start. But they keep trying to look for other goals and win the game again. They need to find a way, certainly. And look, it's encouraging. Everyone wants to see Tottenham play on the front foot, because they've been spoilt of boredom and dross over the last 3 or 4 years. That is what's been delivered at certainly Tottenham, and the fans have had enough of it, and they're really pleased that they've got someone like Ange Postecoglou who's in there who wants to play on the front foot. But at times, sometimes when you're on the pitch, you have to make decisions that you need to just get over the line at certain stages, especially when you're hampered with injuries and suspensions. And today, they just didn't find a way to get to the end, and I thought Wolves have to get a lot of credit for that.
He did look pretty flat in that post-match interview, did Ange Postecoglou, and you can understand why. You look at them in the table, they could be still overtaken by Liverpool and Arsenal going into the international break. But to go into that break, and let's not forget, we're in November right now. Spurs fans would take that all day long, right?
Yeah, of course they will. Yeah, Tim will know that better than I do. But as he said, these games sometimes you just have to try and find a way to win. Whether you defend it for 90 minutes, just have one chance like they did, and they were in position to do that. I do think, as we said before the game, for Postecoglou, it was a little bit more negative than we've seen him playing Højbjerg, instead of bringing someone like a Benton Kerr who would add a little bit more creativity. So I did think he went on the back foot a little bit, and it's shown that throughout the game, as I said before. Other than the one chance and the goal they scored, I can't really remember him having that much quality in forward areas, and it wasn't until Wolves brought Sarabia on that they found that bit of quality. So, but the best teams, they find a way to win at some point, and somehow Tottenham didn't really manage to do that today.